This episode is brought to you by Green Chef. Darby, I'm hungry.
Well, have I got a secret for you? That's not really a secret. It's just a deal.
Huh?
Make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50IMHO and use code 50IMHO to get 50% off your first month. Then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping.
That's code 50IMHO at greenchef.com/50IMHO. Woo!
Ask us your questions, we'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories, we'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary, we'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO,
The podcast. Hello, everyone. This is IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby over there.
Hi, everyone. I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. And what we're doing today is a podcast.
Yes. We're so happy to be here with you.
We are so happy to be here.
We're going to be so honest with you. This is not the day we usually film.
No, it's a Thursday.
We had booked some very exciting guests, but they got diarrhea.
And
so we will be filming with them. Yes, it's called gastro. We're
going to chase them down.
We call it
hoping
diarrhea.
It's real diarrhea and not metaphorical diarrhea.
I think it's real. Why would you lie about diarrhea?
To get out of doing a podcast.
Why would they want to get out of doing a podcast?
Well, they don't know how fabulous we are because they've never met us.
But they have TikTok.
Do they? I don't know. These are the kind of things we need to ask them on the podcast.
Well, anyway, so we're hoping to reschedule.
We're hoping to reschedule.
So instead, what we're going to do...
It's the D'Amelio sisters.
You want to make God laugh?
Yeah.
Make a plan?
Oh my God.
Make
God
a plan.
is cackling
right now. Like a little bitch. He gave them diarrhea.
How do you think God laughs?
He, him. Like Santa.
I was just going to say, like, ho, 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 ho.
God, Santa, basically the same thing. Okay. They're both very real. But
I'm more scared of one than the other.
So we're on our way to studio. We find out we have to change our plan. No big deal. Neither of us are controlling or set expectations. Okay. We're both very laid back.
And Darby's not controlling. We're very laid back. We don't set expectations. God's laughing.
Let me finish this.
Okay. So I'm so sorry.
Very laid back, not at all controlling. And so after that, I realized, you know what today is? Huh. It's Jerry's birthday. My father-in-law.
Oh my God.
Well, he's celebrating in heaven.
Yeah.
Although heaven's not real. Anyway, he would have been 72 or 73. So instead of guests, let's talk about Jerry.
Let's hold space for Jerry.
This is going to be a happy birthday, Jerry episode. We're going to be very Jerry-centric. We're going to talk about all of our favorite Jerrys and some of our least favorite Jerrys.
Oh my God, I'm looking at you, Jerry
Seinfeld. Thank you. Let's be honest. What's likable about him?
Even when he was on the show, he wasn't very likable. I think that was the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Alexander.
He used to seem to be likable, and I think he's not anymore, right? Is that the truth?
I don't know, but you know that picture from the show where he's in his boxers doing a sexy picture?
That's what I want to do.
I was obsessed with the visual of his nipples and the hair around his nipples.
Wow.
It really worked for me. It did. Listen, kids, we used to not have porn.
Jerry Curl, another Jerry.
Jerry Curl, yeah. Jerry Halliwell, Jerry Blank from Strangers with Candy.
Is an icon. Jerry Blank is an icon.
Okay. You know, one of my favorite things to do, okay? And honestly, I bet I made my Jerry do that, like watch this with me, because I make everyone watch my YouTube things. But one of my favorite YouTube obsessions is Amy Sedaris on night shows.
Oh, yeah.
But specifically on David Letterman is where she really shined.
Yeah.
And the David Letterman show is trying to make YouTube channel. So they took all of her appearances, and because the only way you can watch them is like it was copied over 20 years ago from a VHS, so like the quality's horrible, but now it's all fixed. So go watch. They have compilations. Amy Sedaris, she talks about her boyfriend being murdered. She's just one of the funniest people in the world.
I love the one where she has, I don't know who the interviewer is, but she's got a fake crocheted plush phone, and she's talking about how people in New York are always in their Blackberries and their phones, and she likes to pretend to do that with this little, it's like a dog toy of a phone.
Have you ever watched her Architectural Digest?
No.
She has one for her apartment, which is delightful. And then they just released a new one. She bought an apartment upstairs, and it's her guest suite.
Okay. Being rich and successful to me doesn't super matter. I would just love to not be broke
Sure.
most of my life.
Yeah.
But having 2 residences.
I know. And they're full.
Who's
They're
the girl
full.
that plays Tiffany? And she's on Real Housewives of whatever. She plays the Chucky Doll's girl bride.
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly has 2 houses side by
Well,
side.
she had Simpson's money. You have to fuck a Simpson. And listen, I've tried, but OJ, he's
OJ.
been gone for years now.
Her glove didn't fit, but he did acquit her. Darby is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he tried to stab me. Anyway, I just love that Amy Sedaris and Cola Scola are best friends.
I love that too.
That brings me so much joy.
It brings me a lot of joy. Speaking of Cola Scola, did you see somebody, and I don't condone this, I don't approve of this behavior, it's dumb, but I appreciate it. Someone put a lot of Oh Mary with Jinx Monsoon on TikTok. And so I was watching clips.
Oh, shit.
Jinx Monsoon, Michael Urie, who is hot.
Yeah.
And I've always known this, but I didn't know he had a fatty.
Yeah, no, he's hot.
I'm talking ass people, dumpers. And
muscular comedian from Marvel.
And Camille Nanjiani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when he wasn't muscular and he just did stand up in basements?
I remember there was that movie.
How far he's come.
I remember there was that movie about him and his wife. But I didn't watch
So
it.
sad.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
Let's
anyway,
talk about Jerry's.
let's talk about Jerry's. So one of Jerry's favorite things in the world to do. So he was a dentist. Let me preface by saying that because it's you have to. And he lived in a world of dentistry when it was a simpler time. Okay, he was dentist in like 80s, 90s, early aughts. Okay,
Yeah. No Novocaine.
Different
Wasn't
ti-
even.
yeah. There was just a lot of prayer, laying the hands. But so he had a lot of toys. If the kids came to the dentist, they could
they
get.
needed to be distracted. There's no TV.
There's no TV. All you have is toys. So he loved those little, just cheapy toys. You know how exciting it was to go to the dentist? And I never got a toy because I always had a cavity. But my sister and my brother would sometimes they'd get their Polaroid picture taken and they'd get stuck on the no cavities board and they'd get a toy. And then I left with an extra toothbrush.
That's evil. Ours was, there was a bucket of like stickers and tiny little toys like that.
A bucket and a mop.
No, a bucket on the ground.
Your dentist had a wet-ass
it was on the
pussy?
ground. So for kids, if you just did it, if you just went to the dentist, you got to go over to the bucket and get a sticker.
I want to do that now.
Yeah.
So he loved those toys because Jerry had a lot of brothers and sisters and in and out of foster care. He had a really tough childhood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he came from nothing and created his own
dynasty.
dentist practice. Yeah, and like a really beautiful life for his family. Anyway, so because he didn't have the easiest childhood, truly his entire life he loved toys, and not go to Target at the new release of like a Hot Wheels or whatever the fuck. I mean AliExpress, Alibaba. I think he ordered from the Oriental Trading Company.
Oh my God, there is nothing more fun than looking through that magazine.
Not at all. A little slinky that'll break on
Maybe
first
they
try.
should update their
love
name,
that shit.
but I love that
magazine.
shit. Yeah.
Well, Oriental's not a bad word.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think it's just we shouldn't say it about
people. But so
it's good to question these things.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And we should keep talking.
Wait, I want to get my handle correct.
Coffee Bean, we would love to be sponsored. Okay, so he would keep these toys, like boxes of these toys, in the trunk of his car. Remember, again, he was a very sweet man. This was the 80s, 90s, early aughts. Okay, it was a different time. And so whenever he'd be out and about in the world, and he's like going to the grocery store or whatever, if he saw like a little kid or little kids in the grocery store that were kind of bored, because remember, we didn't have internet, he would go out to his car and he'd go get some of the toys from his trunk and then go back in the store so he could give them to the kids so the kids would have something to play with.
It's really beautiful.
He
It's
was
really beautiful.
Yeah, he's a really sweet man.
With the context of like, we know him and what a sweet, just pure innocent gesture that is.
But don't take a toy from a man in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a different time.
I love that. Do you think that influenced your love of Little Happies? Or did
my
you
mom
bond
was
over
my
that?
love. Definitely bonded. One of my favorite things about spending time with Jerry, because like obviously it's my husband's family, so I would only see them really on holidays and whenever Curtis had a show. So I spent a lot of holidays with him, and my favorite thing was that, you know, when you go into CVS like 3 months before Halloween and they already have all the Halloween decorations out.
Oh, hell yeah.
He would go in, and whichever one shook, made a ton of noise, talked, or fell over, he'd buy it immediately. They are everywhere. So, because I tell Curtis, like, we don't have the room for it, but my dream is to one day be a Jerry about holidays.
Oh.
So I got the last year,
pumpkin.
I got the pumpkin that likes to get fucked.
Yeah.
From Target.
Yeah. What's
he
it
says,
saying?
I want to get pumped.
Yeah,
but
it's
it
like
sounds
a
like he's
workout
saying
pumpkin
I want to
with
get
with a
fucked.
headband.
And I do keep him up all year. Okay, because
you
that's
have
my
to.
inspiration. Well, I want to one day want to be fucked again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pumped, what'd I say? But yeah, every holiday I want to get a new weird CVS Walgreens holiday toy.
That's so lovely.
Just in remembrance of
I think
Jerry.
You should. Can I tell a brief anecdote about my mom's dad
Yeah.
and holiday decor?
Hell yeah, sister.
One year
What was his name?
I called him Papa, and I only know him as that. He died when I was really young. What's
You
his
don't
name?
know your
It
grandfather's
was John.
name?
It was Joe. John. It was John. It was John. It was John. Papa John. That's what it was. I know. I know it. Wow. And I know what I'm like. Wow. There's a lot of trauma involved in being a trans woman, and I try to forget everything that
Don't pull out
happened
the trans thing. Don't pull out the trans thing. Let me tell you this right here, right now.
I'm pulling out 2 of my trans things.
Your grandfather may not have understood what trans is, but he'd love your tits.
He would. Listen, I don't claim to be a good person.
You are.
But I am a nice person, and that's different than...
I think you're a good person who's not always nice.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But he died when I was very young. But I did love him. And the story that my mom has kept going on is one year, my grando, I know her name, Joan, she asked him to bring out the Christmas tree and all the Christmas decorations. And
Did she do anything for herself? She can't flush her own toilet? And
No, that was Bertel.
Oh.
That was Bertel.
Okay,
Joan
sorry.
could get shit done.
Joan shit and flushed.
Yes.
Okay.
She shit on him.
Bertel,
With the best of them.
she'd dump
Joan
it
was
and go,
incredible.
hey, you wanna look at that?
Grando was
Yeah.
called that because she was a grand old grandma.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, she was Grando.
That's really cute.
I was obsessed with her, and she was really, really funny. And she had the Christmas villages. She was obsessed with those.
I love it. Department
And that was so
56.
talking about
What's it called?
miniatures.
Department.
I don't know. It was like Dickensville.
Mm.
But one year, Papa,
Can you
John,
hear me? Papa John.
he was pissed. He didn't want to do all that. So he was like, you know what? This is it. He had this tiny little, it was a miniature Santa, and he put it up on top of like the mantle of the door, like the whatever trim. And he says, that's the new Christmas decorations, and it's staying up all year. And of course, then he went and got all the other stuff. But my mom now, she gives everyone in the family a little Santa
To
and
put
we
on
all
their
keep
door.
them up on top of the door. And there's a whole little like note that she wrote about it, about the story of why that is. And it's just so beautiful and special. I'll get you one. You should have one.
That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. That is so nice.
My mom is really sweet.
I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, and isn't
I
it
love
beautiful?
a tradition.
Like traditional, but it's just
Yeah.
a simple, silly. It's all because he didn't want to do it that one day.
Yeah.
But then he did, of course. Joan always got her way.
Everyone this Christmas buy a tiny little Santa and put it on your door frame for Papa John.
Any door frame.
For Papa John.
Yeah.
And next time you're standing in line at a grocery store or at a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx.
Oh, hell
and you see
yeah.
a dumb little toy that you're like, why the fuck would I need this? Buy that, put it on your desk, and remember it's a
especially
Jerry.
as adults, when you see something that you like wanted as a kid or you had
my
as a
God,
kid, and
yeah.
you're like, oh, I haven't seen this in so long. Like, it's fun to just get it.
And watching him, I remember one Christmas, we were in the living room or the family room, and I was like, where's Jerry? Because we hadn't seen him in a while, and which wasn't uncommon.
It wasn't that Christmas, was it?
No.
Oh,
No, that Christmas was very different.
yeah.
This was in Philadelphia. He loved his alone time and he loved to take naps. So like,
Another
I
bonding
get it.
moment.
Oh, that is, Curtis married his father. Like, we have so much in common. He had disappeared and Curtis was like, oh, he's probably in his office playing with his train set. And I went in there and there he is sitting on the ground playing with the train set.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that sweet?
It's so lovely and pure and
I
sweet.
know.
I really liked him. One memory I have about him that I was like one of the first things I knew about him was he would send y'all a bunch of stuff. I guess he was trying to clean
Always.
out.
Mm-hmm.
And he would send you quarters, rolls of quarters.
Because at the time we had to pay for our laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because anytime that y'all don't know this, y'all don't remember this, but before internet, okay, when like the state quarters were first revealed, that like quarters were changing.
Yeah.
We didn't have internet, so all we could do was like go try and find those quarters. And that was something the entire nation was doing.
That was like Beanie Babies, right?
Yes.
It was like a fad that we all thought was going to have huge returns, and now it's just like whatever.
And it took off because we didn't have YouTube. Anyway, so he had collected those for years. And then finally, as he's like cleaning out the house, he would just send us quarters. He'd send us everything. We have so many batteries. Okay. He was too afraid that the batteries still had some juice in them and he just didn't know. So we had plenty of batteries that we ended up having to throw away for him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
know.
Here's to Jerry.
To Jerry. The only father I will ever cry about after his death.
The weather has been so beautiful lately, hasn't it?
Except for the fires.
Well, we don't live near them this time.
For now.
But you know what is fire? This Green Chef meal I had the other day. Sorry.
It's good. It's perfect. What was it?
Oh my God. It was like meatloaf. Woo. I know you're not supposed to want hot foods in the summer.
Oh, bitch, I always want hot food.
Food should be hot, drinks should be cold.
I agree.
And luckily with Green Chef, you're getting your pick of both.
You might be asking yourself, what is Green Chef? Green Chef is a meal delivery service delivering incredible, easy to make meals directly to your door.
And the meals change every week, so you can adjust your plan to match your mood, schedule, or season.
And if you have a husband, he makes it so you don't have to.
It's so easy. The recipes are so easy to make that
They
you
really
don't
are.
need one. You don't need a husband.
You don't, but it does help. It absolutely helps. If you're on the fence about marrying your boyfriend or not,
Get off the fence.
get off the fence.
Order Green
Order
Chef.
Green Chef.
It's
Absolutely.
really hard to cook when you're on a fence. And maybe it's like an outdoor barbecue. Make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50IMHO and use code 50IMHO for 50% off your first month, then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping.
That's code 50IMHO at greenchef.com/50IMHO.
I want to say a few words about Jerry Bruckheimer.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, we'd love that.
He did a bunch of movies that I really like. I'm going to pull up my notes here. The Pirates of the Caribbean, which the first one was incredible. That one was insane. Con Air, which doesn't hold up, but it's fun. Oh, Armageddon. I was obsessed with Armageddon. You know that one summer, it was that summer that movie came out, 96 or 97. My whole summer
Your whole.
I was obsessed with the soundtrack to Armageddon.
Of course.
And I was obsessed with... And I would sit on a blanket. I had this soft comforter that I had fell asleep with the gum in my mouth, and there was gum on one corner
Sure.
forever. Couldn't get it off. I don't know why.
We didn't have the internet.
And
You
I
couldn't
would
look
eat
it up.
goldfish. I would drink Coca-Cola.
Raw?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Full fat Coke. And I would just play Tomb Raider, and I would listen to Armageddon on repeat.
Armageddon was about. Listen,
That was a moment.
well, soundtracks were a moment.
Oh my God,
Soundtracks were
yeah.
huge. It was so exciting.
Pearl Harbor. Oh,
Oh, well, we
fucking
lost a lot of
loved
people.
Well, I loved the movie though.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were just a big fan of the incident.
Speaking about Christmas, I brought the 2 VHS set to a white elephant at my cousin's house. And
Set of
nobody
what?
wanted the set of Pearl Harbor. There was 2 VHS, 2 tapes. It was like Titanic
Of the actual footage.
of the movie. No. Yeah. The original event was bad. Or it was good? It was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. IMHO, not a fan of the events at Pearl Harbor.
But love the movie.
Love the movie.
I love
Big
the movie,
fan.
but nobody at that party did, and nobody wanted it. So I walked away with the gift that I brought for everyone, which is kind of a failure, but also kind of a treat.
Girl, you've been assaulting people with your favorite movies for your
My
entire
whole
life.
entire life.
Wow, you're a movie girl.
It's not assault. It's not assault.
Listen, I don't know. I've only been assaulted by strangers.
Kate Beckinsale is so beautiful in that film.
She's so beautiful all the time.
Yeah, she is
Even
so
when she
beautiful all
dated
that
Pete
time.
Davidson for no reason.
Well,
That was a stunning moment.
he's funny.
Is he?
Apparently,
Okay.
he's getting all his tattoos removed. And Pete,
Can I say this? You know who I
Pete today
don't think
stands
is
for
funny?
Pearl Harbor.
But I think housewives in Missouri find funny. Jerry O'Connell.
I know exactly why people are drawn to him.
Why?
It's the nostalgia of he was a child star.
Yeah.
Also, straight men getting into housewives is like seeing a dog on its front legs peeing.
Oh, yeah, Michael Rappaport, until he became
Well-
a horrible Zionist.
Yeah,
He can eat my ass.
that's a treat for him.
Oh, you can watch someone eat my ass, but you can't eat it.
It's such a bummer that he's also just despite all that stuff, if you watch him on interviews and stuff, he doesn't seem nice. He doesn't seem like chill and cool.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Yeah,
But I think Jerry O'Connell, like, I'm happy for his success. I love idea of Jerry O'Connell. I also love his story. Like, I love
Yeah.
in interviews, he's one of the people who's been in Hollywood forever that will actually say in interviews, like, yeah, listen, I'm fighting for every job and it's hard work out here and it's not what everybody thinks it is. I love that. And you have to pivot.
You have to pivot.
You have to pivot.
You have to pivot all the time.
So I appreciate Jerry O'Connell's drive.
We should
his
get him.
jawline.
Annie, can we get Jerry O'Connell on
his
the pod?
Well, he might get diarrhea too. We have to be careful. And
We can put a toilet in. Annie, can we get a toilet in here? Has anyone ever done a podcast from toilets? Megan Trainor probably. And her
you were
husband.
on one.
What?
You were on a podcast where you sat on a toilet and you blocked it out.
What podcast?
Eric Williams' Glory Hole.
Yeah.
Were you not sitting on a toilet? You were supposed to be.
Whole Confessions.
Yeah.
Or Glory Hole Confessional.
Doesn't matter.
It was so fun.
Were you on a toilet?
It was so early in the morning and I wasn't doing what I normally do on a toilet, so that's why it didn't feel like a toilet.
Thank God. Could you imagine if it was so early you forgot and then
think
you
about
did your
that all the
morning
time.
constitution?
Okay, I'm going to talk about something I don't know that I should talk about.
Do it, please. Jerry would love it.
Trans women in bathrooms is a hot topic, and I'm going to talk about it. So if you're triggered, please listen away.
Triggered by the trans or the bathroom?
Both.
Oh.
I wear a lot of dresses, right? Mm-hmm. And I've heard that women do this sometimes, but they just pull their panties to the side instead of taking them off because it's annoying. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I pull my panties to the side and then I sit down and I go pee. Mm-hmm. But every time I do that, I think, please don't get too comfortable and start shitting because you're just going to shit in your panties.
In your panties, yeah.
And I don't do like a thong or anything. It wouldn't kind of split in two. It would fully catch.
Well, your underwear it's there for reason. It's there to carry things
It's
around.
plentiful.
It's not decoration. It's not decoration.
It's a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love I wear granny panties.
I ain't got no panties on.
Okay, keep going.
That's it. I just am scared I'm going to shit myself one day.
You've never done it?
Well, not in that scenario where I'm pulling to the side.
Okay.
You
so
know
wait,
what's another stressful
I'm
part
so
about being
sorry.
trans in a
So the
bathroom?
thing that you said you shouldn't tell a story or tell
Is me pulling to the side. I
Is
don't know
that-
how hygienic it is or if it's bad or good.
Why would it what? I don't think it matters.
Well, of course,
you have
nothing
an outside
really matters
clant.
about what I'm doing.
Because
but
your
like,
clant goes like on the outside.
well, can I tell you what really stresses me out about being a trans woman in ladies' public bathrooms?
The sound.
It's the sound. I know I can't stand because people will see my feet.
Right. And the top of your head. You're very tall.
yeah. I'm very tall. And so so I do sit down, but I have to aim it right because I think from what I know, in men's restrooms, if you didn't know, the water should be going straight into the water. The pee should be going straight into the water and it'll make a loud sound.
Yeah.
In ladies' bathrooms, it's called a tinkle because it kind of tinkles. You're not hearing like full stream into water.
Right.
Generally, because of the way the bowls are made.
Yeah.
So I'm having to make sure I'm aiming in the correct place for it to hit the bowl and not the water. Do you understand?
Yeah, I completely
I'm
understand.
wearing dresses. I'm also thinking they take a little toilet paper to wipe up. I don't need to do that.
Right. You're just going to drip.
I just do my underwear.
Right.
So I can't take the paper, but what if they hear that I'm not taking the paper and think I'm gross?
Yep.
And then what if I do take the paper? That's taking the paper away from someone else.
Yep.
There's also a bit of, I was talking to a friend of the pod, Rachel, about this. If my legs are too wide, because I'm a big girl and I need to widen my legs.
You're a big girl.
But I don't think I don't think ladies have to do that. So it's like trying to make my feet look like they're close together, but splay out my knees.
Ooh, shellacs. Number
It's a
one.
lot to think about.
I completely understand your point of view on this. No, I do. I mean, I feel
Annie,
like
does any of that resonate with you? But when you're going in the bathroom, you're not looking at anyone else. No one actually does that.
well, that's what I was going to say. Is what you're saying is very valid. I think we all
That's just
think
a
that in public
leftover
bathrooms,
remnants of the
but
bad
specifically,
anxiety.
right. But you know that's all made up and no one cares.
But the other day when we went to the mall, I had to do number 2.
Which time? Food court?
No, it was in the Nordstrom.
Oh.
I had to.
How
and
was
it
the
was
bathroom
in the
in
beautiful
there?
ladies' lounge. That was the lounge.
Oh.
And I'm talking
You shit
a
everywhere.
full room with a chaise. Well, but it was one of those times where it hasn't happened very much. There were 2 other girls and they were just having full conversation.
While shitting?
Well, they were taking turns peeing and checking themselves in the mirror.
Oh, like
They
a
were
TV
having
show.
A full conversation about some girl coming for the weekend or going for the weekend somewhere.
Did it feel like you were watching TV?
Well, I know I was trying to. We had Shake Shack for lunch for your birthday.
Yeah, cheese.
I
a lot of
knew
cheese.
that the smell
was going to be intense.
was not going to be great. And so I wanted to keep the seal of my butt on the toilet.
Yeah.
I knew once I stood up, there was no covering it. I didn't have matches. I didn't have perfume. I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So I was kind of waiting for them to leave.
So you can move your butt.
And just try and wait for a moment where there's no one that can see me. Because I feel like if they can't see me while I'm washing my hands and out the door, then it doesn't happen. But it's also a bathroom and everyone poops.
That's true. Can I ask you a question that you don't have to answer?
Yeah, I'll answer it.
As someone without much of a butt myself, okay?
You have a cutie little donkey.
I have a tiny, but you got to look for it.
Yeah.
You got to look for it, which is not something you really want to do with butts.
I have 2 love sacks back there.
Right. So my question is,
Yeah.
when you don't have to answer this, but when you have a big butt,
Yeah.
and you sit down on toilet to poop,
I know what you're going to ask.
do you spread your cheeks as you sit down? What? Do you? You kind of have to, otherwise won't you poop on your cheeks?
Actually, this might be a realization. I think that's why toilet bowls are kind of made the way they are.
Don't call this a toilet bowl.
But
This is
you
art.
know how the seat is kind of like, it's higher on one side. I think as you
it
sit
pulls
down,
your cheeks.
It pulls your cheeks. I don't,
Have you ever shit on your skin?
not while on a toilet, but I will say,
I want to know how James Charles poops. Hi, sisters. Wow. It's
James
poop.
Charles is probably like the king of France. In Outlander, the king of France couldn't poop, and he would do it. And back then, you had to do it in front of the whole court.
What do you mean? What? What do you mean?
In Marie Antoinette times
Okay.
and King of France times,
Yeah.
everything was done with your court there. So all the higher ups, like all the higher up ladies, the duchesses and the whatevers, the higher up you were, the bigger of a job you had. So if you're getting dressed, the highest up person is taking off your stanky chemise and putting it on. And when you're fucking dookying, they bring out the toilet thing for you, and he does it there in front of all the court, and then they help wipe you and stuff. And I think that's what James Charles does. At least that's what's on Outlander. I'm not a historian.
I can't believe that humanity survived.
I will
How
say,
are we still here?
no one knows.
I would
And there's
suicide
no way to
hard.
find out.
Middle Ages taking us all out.
But I think there was some ways that. Well, I
What?
think that was for the richest people, the king and the
right.
higher
It's even
ups.
worse for the lows. They just got to watch.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
poops for them?
Exactly.
And who poops for? And that's why they cut off her head.
But I will say, having had the experience of being a smaller sized person and a bigger sized person, toilets are made for medium to small people. Toilets are not made for big people unless you have the money to afford a bigger one.
I'm gonna get you the biggest colostomy bag. I'm gonna make sure you are shitting in style, baby.
I would love to not have to ever have
And you
colostomy.
won't, babe. Oh, what? Oh, well, then we need to figure some stuff out.
I think I'm getting diabetes before I'm needing ostomy.
Do you honestly think that you're getting diabetes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Well,
I like candy.
I like candy now that I got my tooth fixed, and that's a problem.
Oh, fuck. Listen, whatever you end up with, whether it be diabetes or a colostomy bag, I will always be available for an occasional text.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel like the way it's going, I'll be out before any of that happens. So it'll be fun.
I'm going to play this at your funeral.
But remember, I want to be cremated.
Eulogize yourself so we can play it at your funeral.
Okay. Hi guys, it's Alexis. Welcome to my funeral. I hope you're all having a good time. There are those little mozzarella and salami wraps at the table, or at least there should be. I also want chocolate covered strawberries. Is this part of the will to tell what's going on?
Yeah,
in the
you're going to have
party?
to write that down ahead of time. This is just your eulogy.
Oh, it's my
you're-
eulogy.
You're like, oh, she was this and that.
Alexis lived hard. And I lived fat. Do I talk in I or she?
It's your funeral. You can decide.
Okay. I lived hard and I lived fast. And I lived a lot of my life waiting for something wonderful to happen. I chose to transition myself, and that was wonderful. And then I realized I should move to LA. And I did that. I started waiting around for more wonderful things to happen. I got in a lot of debt, and that's why I'm dead. I didn't want to pay any of that off.
I love that. And we'll end with I can say just
Everyone grab some animal crackers. There's a silicone
boob.
No. There's a silicone reproduction of my stomach. Everyone go ahead and get into animal crack. Why'd you smile while you were
Animal crackers in my belly. I've decided that
cremated.
at your funeral, well, we're going to cremate you after the service. We're going to just let you decay naturally.
But I don't want anyone to have to pay for a coffin.
I'm not. Did I say you're going to be in a coffin?
Can we put me on this grass table?
No, girl, we're putting you in that chair.
Can the viewing be in here?
You know what? I bet it could.
I want my funeral. I want my funeral in Studio
perfect.
71.
Oh my God. Okay, so we'll leave this one here just so that people understand the reference. And this screen will be pictures of you from your childhood, but we'll put wigs on you.
Transphobic.
And then this will be a picture of your death.
How do you think I'm going to die?
Okay, I have 3 options that I think are very likely.
Okay. I think you're just going to be a car crash or something.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm a mean driver. Oh, y'all, I'm not Jenna Maroney. Car accidents do not make me horny, but I love watching them. I love watching people get in car crashes. I think it's because, wait, let me rephrase that. Okay, we're all humans. We all make mistakes when we're driving, right?
Yeah.
But one of the things we get to do as humans is be incredibly angry at someone making a mistake that you most definitely have already made yourself or will make in the future. So like everyone that makes a mistake on the road, for the most part, they didn't see the car, whatever, and they caused the crash. We get to be mad at them, even though really we probably have done it too.
Yeah.
I love that. I love being able to watch people pull in front of a car too closely. And as I'm sitting there on the toilet watching TikTok, I go, fucking idiot. Terrible driver. Have I pulled out in front of cars when I shouldn't? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have I run over curbs? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have I hit other cars? I'm not saying.
Oh, I miss Curbs. That was my cat. May she rest.
Curbs?
Remember when you ran over Curbs? It was the biggest fight we'd ever had.
Oh, sure. American History X.
Oh, no.
Curb. Bite the
Yes.
curb.
Yeah.
Kick your head.
Jerry Bruckheimer,
Teeth go
probably.
boo, boo, boo.
No, it wasn't Jerry Bruckheimer.
Alexis, I know that the plans have changed, but can we still give
You can be flexible.
advice?
Of course.
Do we have
I
have
some
questions? Let's do it.
Hello, Darby and Alexis. Long-time reader, first-time caller. When you asked for escape room stories, I just knew I had to write in.
What?
So about 10 years ago, when I was, to borrow a phrase, deep undercover as a straight man, I got a new job that was just over the state line, which made me exactly confident enough to set my Tinder profile to interested in men while I was at work. And I would promptly switch back before I left in the evening. Anyway, I finally set up a date with someone and he suggested we do dinner and an escape room. Everything is going well until we go to the escape room where we are immediately handcuffed to a bed. Way kinkier than I expected for my first time out the gate. We eventually escaped, but later that night when he found out I wasn't quite out yet, he broke things off immediately. Parentheses, honestly fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the story for how my first gay date started, with me getting chained to a bed. And ironically, the same thing happened in my most recent one, but that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, love y'all and the pod and the show.
Whore.
Oh.
You whore. Have you ever gone out with someone who was still in the closet?
Yeah.
It's miserable.
I can't remember exactly why.
I understand it in more conservative areas. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But I dated a couple people in Chicago who were in the closet, and I just found that it's your journey. Take all the time you need. But like, that was an immediate out for me. Like, I was out.
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah. Just because my entire life I was so bummed about how feminine I was, and to then date someone who's also kind of hiding that part of themselves. It's a bummer.
Tough. Yeah.
But they fuck so hard.
Oh.
Because they're so unhappy.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Do you don't
remember,
escape room?
I've never, but I would die to. I would love to.
I gotta be honest, I don't think I would let them handcuff me to anything.
No, I wouldn't be handcuffed. Wouldn't want to be handcuffed or tied up in any way. But like, that Titanic's escape room sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and then the water slowly rises, and then if you don't make it out in time, you drown.
Oh my God.
I'd love to drown for
Terrifying.
an escape room.
Terrifying.
Why did we ask for stories about escape rooms?
No one knows, and there's no way to find out.
Okay.
I will say, first gay date. Do you remember yours? I think mine was that 33-year-old that neither of us knew what age we were. We went to see Cars.
Oh yeah, no, that is predatory. No,
No, it was my idea, and when he found out how young I was, he immediately backed off. And this was before internet, so I can't find him. He's French and his name's Thierry.
If you're out there, Teddy, we just want to say,
if you're out there,
ratatouille.
Thank you for not being a creep and being like a good person, and finding out that I was young and leaving it. But if you're around now, I'm still with Austin.
But she's got big tits.
But I would be down.
Well, I hope you find him. More importantly, I hope he finds you. I think my first date, like my first proper date.
Like your first date, not your first hookup.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I guess when I was at Mississippi College, freshman in college, 18 years old, fresh 18 years old. The year is 2002. Okay. Let me set the scene for you. And I was dating this guy named Nick, who's my dad's name, which is why.
Oh, trend alert, dating your dad.
That's why I did it. He was so ugly, but he just, I'm just kidding. No, he was insanely hot. He still is. Nick, he's married to a woman.
Fun.
Yeah. So I helped. His mom was a professor at MC and he was a grad student. And so I don't think we ever went to a restaurant. Our dates would like be in his off-campus apartment, and they would be like him already having food or me picking up food and bringing it because we couldn't be seen together.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad. Did you ever want that kind of movie magic, like go on a real date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wanted, because I was so effeminate, I always like did the movie thing of I'm the girl, they're the boy.
1000%. Yeah.
But then I realized as I continued on in life that I am too dominant to be in that scenario.
girl, yeah.
That I'm much better at being the boy. I mean, not during the sex part, because I like to be pussy.
Yeah.
But during, I ended up doing a lot of that stuff.
I think I was to a fault putting that pressure on it because I wanted everything to be romantic and beautiful and,
All that takes is one random guy that you just met 3 minutes ago pissing in your jeans for you to realize it's all made up. Nothing matters.
Oh, yeah. The movies aren't real.
No.
But I will say,
pisses.
what about your first real date with Curtis? Was that like, well, you guys hung out
Pizza
as friends
Capri.
a lot. Oh.
Pizza Capri in Lincoln Park. I think it's gone now. It's horrible. It should be gone. It was across the street from Steppenwolf, and I was working at Lincoln Park High School. So for lunch, after he had finally ended his relationship, our first date was a lunch date in the middle of the school day at Pizza Capri. And I was so nervous. I remember I wore my tightest jeans. I wanted to make sure my butt was popping. And I wore these shoes that I thought were really cool. They were these gigantic Michael Kors tennis shoes that were super big. And the style was you didn't tie them. And they were big. And I was so skinny. I wore them thinking like, wow, look at me. I'm being
Fashion.
a fashionista.
I bet he liked it.
Curtis told me years later that it was one of the things he made fun of me for.
When I started talking to Austin, I was in a really like dejected kind of like, "Ugh, I'm never going to date anyone place. And so when
The place you'd been in forever.
my whole life.
Yeah.
But when we met for coffee, I was like, okay, I'm not going to put any effort into this. Like I didn't do makeup.
Wow.
I wore whatever. I scooted to the date in the hot June sun, May, June, and it was really fun. And now it's worked out perfectly. So,
For now.
yeah.
If y'all ever break up, I just want you to know that I think suicide is not the right option.
I don't think I'm too lazy for that. I'm too lazy for Sue.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll smother you.
Okay.
Let me know.
We'll do it in here and then we can just have the wake right after.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do have to return this
You can
grass.
wrap me in this.
Once,
and
well,
then-
no. This is rental.
And then just
this is
throw
rental
me in
grass.
in the fire furnace.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dream.
Or wait till the next fires and just leave me outside.
Girl, they could be coming sooner than we think.
Ugh, knock on wood. Next one. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know when we wanted escape room stories, but I'm so glad that
Skipped them.
I'm so glad that I found them.
Hi, Alexis and Darby. Huge fan. I heard you wanted to hear about escape rooms. I used to work at an escape room. It was the most fun job I've ever had. Instead of having like a person in the back watching on a monitor, we were actors that portrayed a character in the room with the players. I don't like that. I would want a person in my room.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. We have
Which is the
3
point of an
rooms.
escape room, really.
Well, that would motivate me to get out more if there was a stranger in there with me going, I'm a detective. I'd be like, get me out of
Maybe
here.
that's the moment. Remember what we were talking about with Mark, a viral moment for us to get our podcast from medium to large?
What?
We do an escape room and drag.
I think you are smart in your own way, but noticing details.
You claim that's true. You claim it's true.
You literally yesterday pointed out, you said, you know how you're always saying, I guess I don't pay attention to details.
That was literally today. So who's missing the details now?
It was today. Okay. We had 3 rooms the players could choose from. The first one was a trashed hotel room after a rock band trashed it all night partying.
Oh.
The actor played the band's manager, and the players were roadies who had to find the set list, the drummer's drumsticks, and the van keys so we could get to the next gig on time.
Oh, gotta get the keys.
Oh, that reminds me of my rock and roll days. My favorite part of the room was a desk with a drawer that would unlock when you beat on top of the desk with the drumsticks in a certain pattern. Okay, listen, I love engineers. Our second room was an Area 51 alien mystery room where the players were looking for film reels with indisputable proof of aliens. The unique puzzle in this one was a magnetic puzzle on top of an alien in a display case. When you lined up the alien's organs on top of it, okay, a key would fall out of a pipe in the ceiling.
Pipe in the ceiling.
The third room, one that y'all might have the biggest connection with, was about a copycat serial killer who copied the murders of H.H. Holmes, the first recorded serial killer in the U.S. and a Chicago resident.
Fabulous architect.
The big twist at the end of that one was that the killer was the actor in the room.
Saw.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I think I would have guessed that immediately. I would have said, okay, there's one guy in here we don't know.
But there's guys in every room.
True. Like I said, it was the most fun job I've ever had, and it only stopped because of the pandemic. Rest in peace. Was it only the pandemic? I feel like people don't do escape rooms anymore. I'd love to go to one.
Okay, we're going to go. Annie?
Thanks for the podcast. I really enjoyed tuning in each week. I know we're not here to get political, but queer-ran podcasts are a form of protest, and we really need that right now. Thanks for all you do, Ben.
I love that.
You're absolutely right, Ben. This is a political podcast. We want states' rights, no tax on tips, and all life is life.
We want you to fucking leave us alone.
Yeah, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
Shut up.
Okay, I got to be honest. I've only done one escape room. It was a Chicago train. And it was really fun. It was heading right to the city. It had a bomb on it. We had to defuse the bomb.
Was it the holiday train? That's a magical
No, but it
Christmas
did feel
time.
magical. It did feel magical to be like trying to fix a bomb.
Escape rooms are close to magic.
Every time I go to every time I'd ride a train, I'd think, I bet I could defuse a bomb on this. Turns out I did. I did, in fact.
I don't bring my hair dryer and diffuser with me anywhere anymore, so I wouldn't be able to help with that. But I know how to tease a bomb.
You know how to tease a bomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Blow up?
Oh, God. Yeah, let's do an escape room, bitch. I want to do one.
Annie, you want to do one with us?
Let's do the Titanic one.
Yeah, Annie wants to go. Okay, we'll bring Curtis and Austin, and then we'll bring a film crew.
Let's go to Titanic.
Okay.
I want to do Titanic.
I love it. What if they did one? Oh, what if they did one that's the, what was that submarine?
What?
That submarine that went down.
Oh,
the Titan.
The Titanic one.
They should do a Titan.
But they didn't escape.
Yeah?
Do what they couldn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry if anyone here is connected to them. And if you are, would you send us an email?
If you
at
are,
IMHOthePodcast.
Can we know what your actual thoughts were when they proposed this idea to you? They're dead now. It's fine. You could tell us the truth. There's no way you thought, oh, that ship has a PlayStation controller instead of a control panel. This is fine. You should go. Their whole entire families must have hated them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're dead.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to do an escape room. We're going to do it before the end of the year.
I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Do we have a death story?
We do have a death story. It's a little bit of a roundabout one. I went deep in the archives looking for stories, and I found these. Do you want to sing it with me? 5, 6, 7. Death equals lady.
Sorry. I didn't know which song you wanted to sing. I thought we were doing Still Wait. Try it again.
Death equals lady. Okay. Hello, IMHO Queens. My name is Orion, and my husband's name is Evan. We're longtime fans and patrons, and we love you both so much. Evan is at work right now. He just called me to say that he'll be later than expected.
Hot.
He's a mortuary transporter, and this evening, he received a call.
Oh, that's sad.
Evan. He needed to help with a pickup of an old man that had died in his home. ... Pretty standard. Oof, not for that old man.
Dying in your home sounds nice.
Yeah. If you have a good home, I would love to.
Well, yeah, being in a bad home, dead or alive, is bad.
So, however, when he got there and started moving the body, they found a bloody knife under the bedding.
Oh my God.
Now, the county coroner has to be called to investigate because the police had determined death by natural causes.
Fucking police.
There may have been no investigation into the man's death had Evan and his partner not found the knife. I always ask when he comes home with a particularly weird or gruesome story, shouldn't this be investigated? Somehow, Evan is able to do a job that would make most people lose their lunch. He's witnessed a lot of macabre scenes of death in the past 5 years he's been doing this job. People dead for days before anyone checks on them. Suicides and ODs. Parentheses, we live in Ohio.
Oh, I bet it's a lot of meth.
One time, a woman was found dead in the floor of her bedroom. She was naked and had mummified from a space heater that was left on. That's how you're gonna go. You love those space heaters.
I do love a space heater, and I do love the movie The Mummy.
The other day, a man was found with one of his swords sticking out of his chest. Apparently, he had quite a collection.
Oh.
I can't even count how many times the body, usually a man, is found with no pants on. Just poo-bearing it right to the end.
Hell yeah, sister.
He doesn't let it get to him, though, and keeps a good humor about it. He always says he's having a better day than they are. Hope you enjoyed hearing about a little known or talked about profession. Love you, Queens. Oh, Ryan, thank you for sharing. And Evan, thank you for letting your story be shared.
Evan, thank you for picking up the dead body.
Yeah, that's truly a crazy job. Oh, how must that affect you?
I think I'd be really good at it.
Oh, you would be. You would
I
be
would.
so excited.
Not so. Okay, let me just.
You'd be excited to talk about it.
Let me
after
be
the
clear.
fact.
I'm fascinated by death because we don't talk about it. I'm not thrilled that it happens. Obviously,
You just want to get
I
to the
don't want
truth.
people to die, but if they're gonna die, I might as well be there. Okay. And I was just, while I was watching Stacey Dooley Visits a Mortuary on YouTube, everybody go watch it. Unless you don't like dead kids, and there's a lot of dead kids. Anyway, Stacey Dooley, she's going with the funeral homes to go pick up bodies and stuff. So she's like doing that. She's a part of that process.
Yeah.
And she was really struggling just being there in general, which I guess, like, for your first time, I'm sure it would be really shocking. But I did have the thought, I very much identified with the mortuary guy that she was riding with, who was like, I love my job. I get to provide a really difficult service for people. I get to make what might be the most difficult part of their life just slightly easier. And that's how I feel. Like, dead bodies don't scare me.
Yeah.
And why not? Why not
Also,
do it if they need help?
There's something to be said for having a job where you don't really have to talk to people that much.
Well, that was exactly my reasoning. I was thinking, like, well, I don't have to interact with people. And if I do, I can always use the excuse, like, I've got a body in the back, I got to go.
I feel like we started becoming friends when I worked at an Express, and there was a period of time where they caught on to the fact that I don't like talking to people, and they sent me in the back to, like, open packages and
Ooh,
sort
I
and
love
fold.
doing that.
And I just got to listen to podcasts
Yeah.
and sort and fold. It was kind of the best.
Yeah, I love podcasts, and I love not talking to the crowds.
Of people shopping, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, people I know or people who love me, crowd me, baby.
Yeah.
But random person in the United States of America who wants me to get something that we don't have in stock, you can eat my ass.
That was made for 12 cents that you're going to pay $98 for. That's going to fall apart in 2 washes.
Hey, no. I'm also a former Express employee. Let's not dog.
Oh, yeah. We worked
Being
at the same one
cool.
years apart.
No.
Oh, you worked at the one, but we did the same position. We were
I worked in Memphis and
greeters.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, but we were both greeters.
We were both greeters because we were so bad at the job.
Yeah. I started out as a greeter. Can you believe this? I'm going to tell you something you're not going to believe.
Why?
I started there as a greeter, and my first month in, I got best employee of the month.
I just have a few follow-up questions. Number one, were you perhaps the only employee that month?
No.
Okay.
What I think was happening was I was charming the pants off and connecting very well with one of the managers. And
A girl?
No, a gay guy.
What?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
And we would kiki and chat and hee and ha. And the other one I really liked too. She was really sweet. And I think I just, was trying to do a good job for them. And then they put me on register, and that's when it all came a crumbling down.
Listen, some of us aren't meant for register. I was never allowed on rap desk at Express. I worked there for years, and they never let me get near a register. Anytime I even went back to help, to pack clothes and shit, I still fucked that up too. I couldn't do shit. They literally just let me walk around for years. And I'd be like, can I help you? And if someone said, yeah, I need help with this, I wasn't allowed to help them. I'd have to go find someone to help them.
You know what's a strange, sobering realization? When I worked at Nigel's, when I worked at the makeup store.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't name them.
Why?
I don't know. Well, because what I'm about to say, I didn't realize that I had kind of a golden ticket, get out of jail free card. Like, I was so afraid of messing up all the time. And I would get so upset when I did mess up because I was going through hormone replacement therapy.
Right.
For the first time. It was kind of new. My first time femme presenting in public. It was a little scary. And they encouraged me to wear makeup. It was kind of cool, but it was kind of scary. Very emotional. It also was not conditioned well. So it was really hot in there all year. Don't know why. It wasn't until I left that my manager friends were like, yeah, you never got in trouble because they were too scared to get mad at you because I was trans.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
you got too nervous to say it.
A higher,
it's still tough.
Well, it was like I don't know for sure that that's the fact, but everything's making sense. Like anytime I messed up something or broke something or like didn't charge or whatever, they wouldn't really get mad at me. And anytime
say, it's okay, she, her.
Yeah, and anytime I asked for a day off, they would always give it to me.
Because you need it for your shots? Is that what they would say?
I think they were afraid that they would get in trouble. And it's like, who's going through all that? I guess there are people that will do that and get litigious and, file false, but I'm not that person.
Yeah, that's why we went to precinct last week because of that lawsuit.
Oh yeah, we should have her on the pod.
Let's see. Yeah, I want to hear more from her. She seems fun.
Yeah. Anyways,
all right. Well,
our Death Equals Lady.
Thank you everyone for
Pearl Harbor.
visiting us again.
Yeah.
And we do have other guests coming up, and we will reschedule with today's.
We have some fun guests,
and we will continue to be ourselves even when they don't want us to be.
And everyone, go watch Pearl Harbor.
Just the second videotape, though. Don't watch the first.
Oh, no, I like the first.
It's filler.
They're all happy.
Yeah, you just need to see once the planes start hitting.
Jennifer Garner. She's in that. I just remembered.
Cries. Is that how they met?
No one knows, and there's no way to find out.
Okay. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Patrons, stick around for some more fun. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Opinion. IMHO.